There are moments in life that slice you open, not with knives, not with bullets, but with truth. That call from Barrister Adebayo is cut deep. I stood beside Koride's bed, numb, barely breathing. His frail body wheezed softly, the oxygen machine humming like a lullaby for the dying. My heart beat loud in my ears as the lawyer's word echoed. Your father wasn't the man you thought he was. The next morning, I left Korede in the care of the only nurse that hadn't stolen from us, Nurse Chidima, a quiet woman with tired eyes and a kind soul. She nodded silently as I slipped out, and I could see the question in her eyes. Where are you going, Tami? I didn't answer because I didn't know. Barrister Adebayo's office sat in the upper floor of a two-story building in Ikeja GRA. Simple, neat, filled with the scent of old paper and silent secrets. He was already standing when I walked in. Short, round man with rimless glasses and a permanent frown. Tami, he said, motioning to the chair across his desk. Please sit. I didn't. Give me the letter, I said. My voice surprised even me. Sharp, cold, final. He reached into a locked drawer and pulled out a sealed brown envelope. Your father gave me this some years ago, he said. Told me to give it to you only if anything happened to him and your mother some years ago. That was before the accident, before Kolade died, before everything crumbled. My fingers trembled as I tore it open. The letter was handwritten in my father's unmistakable cursive. The same hand that once signed million-naira deals was now shaky, almost guilty on paper.
To my son, Oluwatamilore, if you are reading this, it means I'm no longer alive to explain myself. And for that, I am sorry. There are things I have hidden from you, things I swore to take to my grave. But now, I fear they will bury you too, if you don't know. Tami, Korede, is not your full brother, and Kolade too. Your mother and I had complications early in our marriage. They were born out of a moment of weakness, but I loved them. We both did. And because of that, we raised Korede like he was yours. But the truth goes deeper. There are properties, millions, in Korede's name, not yours, because of guilt, because your mother begged me to protect the child she almost lost. I didn't mean to neglect you, but in trying to right one wrong, I created another. And for that, I failed you. Go to the back of this letter. You'll find names, locations, bank accounts. Be careful. Not everyone wants these secrets out. Forgive me, son. I loved you in my own broken way. Dad.
Dad, I couldn't breathe. I sat there, staring at the paper, my hands frozen, my chest hollow. Korede, not my full brother. The boy I gave up school for. The boy I stayed awake for. Bathed, fed, prayed over. The boy I was willing to die beside. Barrister Adebayo cleared his throat. There is more, he said, sliding a small USB flash drive across the table. Your father recorded an audio. I haven't listened to it. I was instructed not to. I stared at it. A tiny piece of plastic, but it might as well have been a grenade. I didn't touch. I need to go, I said, voice hoarse. Tami, listen. That list at the back of the letter. There are people on it who wouldn't want this exposed. Your uncle, Rafiu, especially. He tried to access your father's private vaults the day after the funeral. Be careful. I walked out before he could finish. Back at home, I sat on the living room floor. I didn't cry. I hadn't cried since Kolade died, but my hands wouldn't stop shaking. I stared at Korede, sleeping, breathing shallow, thin as a stick, and I felt a rage I didn't recognize. Not at him, at my father, at the twisted cruelty of it all. He wasn't my brother, or he wasn't my full brother, but he was, blood or not. I had loved him more than anyone else ever had. So why did the truth feel like betrayal? For 3 days, I didn't speak to anyone. I ignored calls, messages. Nurse Chidima kept a distance, sensing something had shifted. I didn't even listen to the recording, but on the fourth day, I woke up to a nightmare. Korede was gone. The nurse swore she didn't know what happened. I just stepped out to buy gloves. She cried, panicking. I left the security man by the door. I swear, Tami, I didn't know. His bed was empty, the oxygen tube hanging loose, a blanket missing. I called every hospital in Lagos. No records, no admissions, no accident reports. Then I checked the CCTV. What I saw made my blood run cold. A black SUV, two men in Agbada, Korede carried out on a stretcher, unconscious, and leading the group. He was there, Uncle Rafiu. I drove straight to his house in Magodo, outbounding. The security refused to let me in. I shouted, threatened, even tried to scale the gates. Then he came out, calm, smiling, holding a glass of wine. Tami, Tami, he said, his voice sweet like spoiled honey. Why are you shouting? You are going to wake my wife. Where is Korede? I snapped. He raised a brow. Safe, where he should be. You are not capable of taking care of him anymore. You had no right. I have every right, he said. Your father may not have left a will, but we both know who was meant to inherit what. You, you are just a caretaker, an errand boy. You think you deserve the company, the house. He stepped closer, his breath foul with alcohol. There are things your father did, boy, deals, sacrifices. If you think that letter makes you powerful, you are wrong. It makes you a target. He walked back in and shut the gate in my face. And just like that, Korede was gone. That night, I sat in my room, trembling. I plugged in the USB and it played. My father's voice filled the room, slow, tired.
If you are listening to this, it means the worst has happened. There are people who will want to erase you, Tami. Men I did business with, some I betrayed. But the biggest threat isn't outside, it's within. Your uncle, Rafiu, is dangerous. I once helped him cover up something that could bury the entire family if exposed. He swore loyalty. But men like him don't keep vows. If he gets control of Korede's inheritance, he will use it to launder money. That boy is the last innocent person left in this family. Protect him. Even if it's not your blood, it's your purpose. There is a box hidden in the old guest room. The code is your mother's birthday. Inside are the real documents. If you choose to expose everything, you may not survive. But maybe, just maybe, you'll be free.
And then there was silence. Then a soft click. The recording ended. I sat there in the dark for hours, not moving, not thinking, just breathing. For the first time in years, I felt something burning inside me. Not grief, not sadness, but resolve. I had been neglected, abandoned, lied to, betrayed, but now I knew the truth, and I had a mission. Uncle Rafiu had taken Korede, but he didn't know who I had become. I wasn't just drunk, I was dangerous now. They say every man has a breaking point. I found mine the day my brother was stolen from me. No, not by death, by betrayal, by blood. Uncle Rafiu thought I would crumble, like the forgotten child I once was. But he forgot something. I have been broken before.